Good morning, kids. This is Pulsary Vision coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. I'm as sick as ever. I got this head cold and cough, and so I figured if I have the ability to stream, then I should stream. It says we're having trouble streaming on X. This may be an issue on X's end. We'll keep trying. Let you know if it's resolved. Blah 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 blah. Wow. All right, so right now Twitter's not working. Pulling it up right now. It looks like it's working on Twitter. The podcast or the stream looks like it's going there. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to repost this. Yeah, there it is. Dark AMA. It looks good. Yeah. Boom. All right, post that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we're still just chilling here, going flat, going straight in the markets. We've got a package here headed out to another collective member that hit the first level of swag. So that's going out today. We got a couple others that we've just sent out recently for people that have hit. Share this with you guys. There we go. Excuse me. We've got people that have hit this level right here of lead operator. So lead operator at 9999 points is the first place where you get a little bit of swag, get some stickers and stencils. And then at 9999, you get some more stickers and a technician patch as well. But we've had quite a few people hit these levels right here. So if you've hit these levels, let me know your address and a shipping address as well to send these to. We'll get these goodies out to you so you guys can start showing off that merch. So that's cool. Got a few people in here. I'm just going to go over the countdown real quick. If you guys go to agproject.io, that's our website for our project, the Anti-Gravity Project. And basically the Anti-Gravity Project is this really interesting game that we put together where we have our dark token, and the dark token is the only token that you can use to mint our fuel cells, which are our NFTs. And you only have 11 days to mint these NFTs, each series. So there's 33 series or 33 journeys, and each journey gives you 11 days to mint that specific fuel cell NFT. So we have the Journey 1 fuel cells or J1 fuel cells. They were all minted earlier, about a month ago. And yeah, they're just sitting there. They're winning the lotteries. And that's been a lot of fun to see people scraping the lottery winnings and dumping. Because we will have a lot of volatility, I believe, on our chart, just based on the 45-day cycle. But going back, I digress. Let me start over again. So Anti-Gravity Project has its own token, which is the dark token, and its own NFT, which are the fuel cells. And you can mint one fuel cell for one dark token, dark matter token. Now, there's only 1 million dark matter tokens, and most of them are in the evil address, which is, competing against everyone for market share and for as many of the tokens and fuel cells as possible. But the rest are, mostly in the hands of a few whales, liquidity providers, and some other smart contracts. And we'll go over that in just a little bit. But you guys have 4 days, about 4 days and an hour to mint. So this will be Saturday morning in America. I think it's like 10 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock Pacific, and noon on the East Coast. So if you're in the East Coast around noon on Saturday, that's when this clock will roll over and you'll be able to mint the Journey 2 fuel cells. So that's what this is talking about right here. And you get bonus points for the collective. Again, these are the points I'm talking about. These are like a separate community incentive that we have for you guys to win a bunch of swag and other online perks and stuff. And so we have the points, we have the Dark token, and we have, you know, the NFTs. Let's see here. Might have someone joining. Not yet. That's okay. Let's go on to, and like I said, if you guys have any questions, just throw them up in chat and we'll go over them. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Let me this is also AZParch.io. If you click on tools, then tools will pull up the beta page, and the beta page has the lottery and the treasury. So yeah, that's going on here. 3 days, 13 hours, 3 days, 12 hours, almost 13 hours until 3 days, 12 hours until we pay out the biggest lottery, which is 6 times bigger than the first. And this is also the time that the treasury is going to pay out its yield from the treasury. So you got the lottery. Here's the treasury. The treasury has almost 90,000 tokens in it, and it's going to pay 3% of these tokens out to all these fuel cells from J1. 116,000 fuel cells were minted in those 11 days. As you see, this wallet that's connected has 4 fuel cells. And if you go to lottery, the scrape button is grayed out. So I don't have any lottery winnings on those 4 fuel cells. And then Vaporize is a place that I would say most of you guys should avoid at all costs. There's a few people that have accidentally vaporized and basically nuked their fuel cells already. And so once you nuke or vaporize your fuel cells, you don't get any benefits at all. You can't win any of the lotteries, and you can't receive any more of the treasury yield. So that you do not want to vaporize for a long time until that fuel cell has a crazy good cash value. And then you might want to consider vaporizing, or you might want to consider just selling it to somebody who's going to let it continue to fill with dark matter. So like I said, the NFT is like a lottery ticket, and it's also like a piggy bank that fills up with dark. So it's both of those things. And the lottery is something that you can click scrape. It'll show up in your wallet as liquid dark tokens, and you can dump it. You can use it for the next mint. You can provide liquidity, whatever you want. But the treasury payouts that are going to hit in about 3 days and 12 hours, those payouts, you're not going to be able to access them unless you vaporize your fuel cell, which, like I said, you don't want to. I don't even want to. I don't even like the fact that this tab exists. We have to give people the ability, obviously, to make their own decisions and nuke themselves. However, we're trying to warn people as much as possible, like stay away from Vaporize until you truly understand the project. Like, don't even go to the Vaporize page for now. So there's that. Let me pull up our price chart. As you can see, we're rhyming with the rest of Pulse right now. We got the same dumps that lined up with our lotteries. Interesting enough, we have a lottery here where it dumped, a lottery here where it dumped. We had one on was this the 19th of December or 20th? I think it was the 20th of December right here that this one came out. And then this one was the 30th of December. And as you can see, it lined up with the Ulti dump. And then we've just been flatlined basically. So we're going to party like it's $19.99 because that's the price. And we will see on Friday night how many people dump and how many people hold. This is the biggest lottery of them all. And it happens right before the next minting window. So these big smiley faces are the minting windows, and the little smiley faces are the lotteries, So I should probably change them to like maybe some bulls and bears or something like that. That's kind of a cool idea. Let's see if we got any bulls or bears over here. Excuse me. Look at the animals. We have we've got a bear right here. So let's put that bad boy right there. It's kind of big though. Let's shrink it a little bit. There we go. Cool. So there's that bear. Let's copy it. And then let's paste it over here. Let's actually delete this one and change it to a bear. Boom, boom. Copy. Oh, can I paste? Let me try this. Boom. Well, there's another one. So, okay, so there's another bear. Let's move him down here. Oh, it's hard to grab just one bear. Come on, monkey. I can spin this one around, but it doesn't want to move. Here, let's do like this. There we go. Now we got a bear. We got a bear. And a cute little bear right here. And then, of course, let's replace this baby with a bear right here. Copy that bad boy. Paste it. And, of course, it puts it right above the other one. Here we go. So here's our bears. And then let's change this actually to a bull. If we can find a bull. You should be able to find a bull in these animals. Let's see. Monkeys. That works too. Warthog. A pony. Fish. Zebras. Here's a bull. There's a little bull right there. That's a water buffalo. Kind of want one faced you with like its horns out, but we will take this bull right here. And we're going to put the bull right here. So here's our bull. Right here. And there's our bears. And I think this works way better than the smiley faces, if you ask me. Boom, we got that one there. Let me check the green room again. Oh, we got another of the people here with us. Hey, what's up, Don? Good to see you. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Morning. Happy Monday indeed, brother.
You're muted.
Now, can you hear me now?
We can't hear you right now.
I'm not muted anymore.
But your mic says it's on our end.
Yeah, it's on. Hold on.
Right. You work on that. I'm going to go back to the bull real quick, and then I'll come back and check.
Okay.
But I've added you to the screen here, so you should be able to chip in when that opens. Let me go back to our thing. Yeah, so we got a nice bull right here. We got a nice bull right here. So we're going to get rid of this one right here. Delete that one. And here's a bull right here. And then we'll get another one going on here. Let's copy another one.
How's that?
And
Is that
paste
better?
it. And then we'll grab this bull right here and we'll put him right here.
We'll
change these to bears too, but all right. He's still working on his mic.
Is that better?
But yeah, this is the way it's wearing. Like you got a thumbs up, but I'm still not hearing you.
Still nothing?
Mm-mm.
What?
You know what? Hang on. I think okay, sorry. I don't have my speaker on.
Okay.
So it's all on my end. It's the audience can hear you this whole time.
And I'm sitting. You didn't write these smart contracts.
I can hear you. I forgot to turn on my speaker this morning. That's how much this cold has me like affected mentally.
Bro,
like, I can't function.
My fam, my boys, my girl, dude, they sick twice over the break. Like the time you don't ever want to fake sick, like fevers, like 103 fevers and shit. So listen, yeah. I'm telling you, the Zicam nasal swabs, it's not like a COVID test where you got to go up into your brain. You just do the inside of and it feels so good. It's like this smooth gel, and you open a vial each time, and it's a new swab in there. You do it, boop, boop. I'm the only one that hasn't gotten sick, dude, out of like 2 massive sick rounds.
Oh, I got those Zicam things you stick in your mouth.
The lozenges, those are good too. So I usually do a lozenge and then a swab each day. That's it. Like you're supposed to do, and you could do the lozenges. You should do those, especially since you're sick, because it shortens your cold. But if you do one every day, one every 4 hours, but then one of those swabs every day, you can even do them a few times a day when you're sick. But dude, just once a day kept the doctor away, man.
Like, man, I haven't heard of the swabs yet. Like I said, I've only been doing those ones that melt on your tongue. You're supposed to let it dissolve in your mouth.
Dude, the reason the swabs are so good, that zinc basically goes like right into the bloodstream. Like when it's in your nostrils, it just like goes right into the bloodstream.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good. The zinc just it's good stuff for you, man.
I'm just gonna do J1.
Dude, I love the new graphics. I was sitting here laughing while you were on while you didn't have me on while I was on the backstage green room. That's right.
Yeah, there's our J1. Here's our J2. This makes more sense than
You
this
got to
one.
make the bear bigger each time, like slightly bigger each time in the cascade of 3. Dude, it's so cool. I talked to some airdroppers last night, and they were like, "What do I do with these fuel cells?" And I was like, "Well, first check to see if they've won." The airdroppers, they each got like, 2 or 4 airdrop, and and sure enough, dude, each of them had won. One had won in the first drawing, one had won.
Seriously?
In the second drawing. Yeah.
With just like a couple of their fuel cells.
And one of them won on like 2 of them. So they had like a 50% odds that worked out.
Dude, that's sick. Yeah, so here we go. J1, J2, J3. We got the bears dropping and these 3 dropping, and then we'll add some more bears over here on Journey 3 when we get to the point of like counting days. But it's pretty exciting. We got Friday night.
Yeah, late Friday.
Late Friday night is going to be the lottery. And then Saturday morning, because it's 12 hours later, is going to be the mint opening on Saturday morning, Saturday the 11th.
And we have to make that so clear to people, especially new people that haven't participated yet. Like, hey, you guys have been on the sidelines for the last month and a half, watching people, win hundreds of thousands of dollars distributed to many people over these lotteries. There's been no way to participate, but this is your chance to participate. Get in during these 11 days, and you literally have the next month of enjoyable lotteries.
Yeah, even at these prices, with the prices crashing, each payout still gets bigger. Yeah, because it's so many more dark that are being dropped out.
Right.
So
exactly. And dude, one of the cool things they asked is they're like, "What do I do with these winnings?" And I said, "Well, you can really do 3 things. You can take profit with them, or better options, you can save for the next journey, so that you can have more fuel cells essentially for free in the next journey, or you can put in liquidity for right now and earn some stuff on them while you're waiting." And so I showed them about the two P Hux pool, and I think they
wonder what that's paying right now.
Yeah, it was 100.
Refresh. It says 110 right there. Let me go back into here. So yeah, we want to look at.
Do you have to connect wallet or just refresh?
I think I just have to look for it somewhere on here. There's a search button.
It's in the top. I see. Yeah, they're just talking about the overall protocol, right?
Yeah, this is where this pools. So I got to go to pools, and then I got to say.
It's right there. It's the second pull down. It's like the second pull down.
Tokens that don't suck.
That's got to be good. It's 159%, dude. 158%.
Well, 196%. It just jumped.
100. Oh, dang.
196% on
That's
2 Fox.
Sexy.
APR. That's not bad.
That's sexy, dude.
That is not bad. And really, you look at the mix of tokens in there, and obviously you've got the 2 Fox in the dark. Those are the majority of it. And then we have 5555 with Pulse, SolidX, Nope, and X. Coach X is at X. Yep. So I believe those are all tokens that don't suck. And those are the ones I like to pair with. Is I like to pair with tokens that I want to have, along with dark. So that way you're not looking at impermanent loss. You're just getting the tokens other people don't want at the moment. You're earning fees, but then you're still holding 2 tokens that you believe in.
Correct. Exactly.
So yeah, 109 Jiminy Christmas. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. The crazy thing is we just want to make it clear that we're not saying that if you're not in this pool that your token does suck. We just want to make that clear. We're just saying these are guaranteed tokens we believe don't suck.
Exactly. And I don't know if you caught yesterday's stream, but we went over the dark holders, and there are almost 30 pages of airdrop recipients still. So that's 1,500 of these 1707 are basically all airdroppers. And then out of that 200 left, there's a couple more pages of people with dust. But mostly it's just this first page is basically explains it all. This one tells you
Yeah.
how much money there's 9%, almost 9% locked up in the treasury,
Right.
which is going to be dripped into the fuel cells, which are going to be, they may not hit the market for a while because people have to vaporize to get that money out of there. Right. And then you've still got 20,000 in the lottery, which is crazy because there's only less than 14,000 left to give out.
Right.
So yeah, a bunch of people haven't scraped. I don't think the evil address is scraped at all, which makes me wonder.
That's interesting.
What it's going to do with its lottery winnings.
So he's clearly not looking to dump anything. That's interesting. But what happens if I hope he's got good. I hope he doesn't have good security on those, and that, if the collective can find a way to hack him somehow. I don't know what that would mean, but
yeah, we definitely need to come after some of the evil addresses, fuel cells, and lottery winnings if we can as a collective. Yes. And see if we can switch the balance of power here, because it basically minted half of the fuel cells.
Exactly.
So it's going to win about half of the lotteries, and it'd be great to see if other people winning besides the evil address hoarding everything.
Agreed.
And of course, you got the mystery boxes number 2, treasuries number 3. The biggest well with 4% is sitting here with number 4, and then you have the lottery address as number 5.
Yep.
So in the top 5, you have 4 smart contracts and project wallets.
Yep.
And I mean,
it just shows that it's a beautiful token for anyone to enter at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's like, and we know more than others, but we just know where this thing's gonna go, but we also know the level of commitment of these top addresses. Mm-hmm. Basically, we know the commitment of everyone on page 1, and that says a lot, dude. What's a coin where you can say that?
What's the contract address for that X token? Can't find it on DexScreener or Gecko Terminal. I couldn't find it either. I had to go to the X and Dark pair on DexScreener. So if you go to DexScreener and you hit Dark, it'll pull up these other darks that are not us. And then you have the Solid X and Dark Pool, which has about 57K in liquidity, which is amazing considering how far we've gone down in the market. And then the Dark and Wrap Pulse has 13K of liquidity. And that's one of the whales that's holding up most of that liquidity. And then if we come down here to Dark X, somewhere there's a Dark X, I believe. Dark Weth, here's Dark X. So here's Dark X. So I go to Dark X, and then I just scroll down here to the X token, and I copy it off of DexScreener right here. So it ends in B55 lowercase b. This is it right here. But yeah, X is, if you type in X, like 100 million things show up that may or may not be this specific token from Coach.
So definitely copy the address, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And these look so bad because this is the last dump from the last lottery. Boom, boom.
I know.
So yeah, they don't look great. Let's put it in log. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, our chart is just rhyming with the rest of Pulse right now.
Yeah, well, and with what anticipated. Granted,
What's that?
See as big dumps as we would have hoped to see. We didn't see as big a dumps as we might have hoped to see, but that might mean that some people are smart and they're planning on Journey 2, and they're like, I'm gonna need my Dark for Journey 2. Like, I don't want to maybe buy it back more expensive when everyone's trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a beautiful chart to trade.
Yeah, so depending on who you are, this is going to be a chance to front run and dump and get out before everyone else. Or it's going to be a chance to set some limit orders or see if you can catch a falling knife down here and pick up some Dark.
Yeah.
At a relative discount to where it's been. It's been up to 134. We're back down around 20. And I mean, it could easily go down to 10, 1, 5, 1. I have no clue. It really is what the market determines it's going to do. I mean,
Yep.
the good news though is that we believe, based on previous action from the evil address isn't going to be dumping, hopefully,
Correct.
because it hasn't scraped and dumped these two. So that'll
Right.
keep half of that supply off the market, but the other half, that's going to everyone else. So interesting, very, very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. But everything's going good on our. We've had a few contests on Twitter for you guys. A lot of you guys have been ranking up like crazy in the collective. I've been giving away 4,000 points, 1,000 points, 10,000 points, even 30,000 points to one of the guys that already read the entire book and did a review on the entire book. So people are definitely pumping up in rank in the collective right here, and when you mint the J2 fuel cells, you'll get 22 points plus your multiplier,
right,
as well. So minting fuel cells is going to pump up your rank in the collective as well.
Damn straight.
So, yeah, crazy. Yeah, boom. Thanks. You bet. Be interested for second mint phase, as everyone that mints knows about it. So be interesting to see what happens with the scraping. Yeah, I think that is something that people are wondering is, and personally, I think that we're going to have more J2 fuel cells minted than J1, the same way that more people got into the sacrifice for PulseX than got into the sacrifice for Pulse. Because I mean, like, some people missed the sacrifice for Pulse, so they like doubled down on the PulseX sacrifice. I think a lot of people that missed, I mean, and we gave away 5,000, almost 5,000 of the J1 fuel cells.
Yep.
And I think a ton of people have no clue what they have.
Nope.
And they never find out.
Sitting out there unscraped. You know what I mean? It's like there's no reason not to scrape, unless you're looking at, like, finding an interesting way to have price discovery on the NFTs and finding a way to price. Like, for example, if you have a fuel cell that hasn't won any of the first two drawings but is still eligible for the third, that should have, or that even, I mean, that should literally have a cash value of more than nothing, because it's a lottery ticket into something that no one else can get. Plus, it's the earliest fuel cell with the best yield ever. That's got value. And then it's then it also, so it has potential of lottery winnings, but no matter what, it's going to get yield. And we know math wise that, likely in a couple years, a fuel cell might have 2 to 3 dark on the inside of it, which is wild, which is wild yield.
But that's just based on the evil address. That's not even based on anyone else minting.
Exactly. And that's bananas. And so these should already be having price discovery. I think that people are still wrapping their heads around, like, what is a fuel cell? How does this whole ecosystem work? And one of the things that we're open to anyone, by the way, that knows how to do 2D explainers or animated explainers. But we're open to provide work to anyone that's that is able to do those well. And, or if you have a recommendation of someone that does them well, because I think once people understand them better, then we're going to see more people rushing to market with them, just to at least list them, to potentially get a premium on them, or just they'd like to cash, but they know that it doesn't have dark on the inside yet, but they, who knows? There's ways to monetize everything in this ecosystem. You know what I mean? Like, every fuel cell is worth something, even if it's just freshly minted. It's already worth something. And there's an easy way to calculate it too. You do the net present value of the discounted cash flows. And so I could actually tell you what one should be based off just evil address minting alone. I just have to crunch some numbers. But we could actually find out what some should be and maybe even get the market started. Yeah,
we're hoping to bring you guys some really cool graphs and charts to visually see the bloating of the treasury and the exhausting of the treasury. And
that would be a fun one.
What might happen with the circulating supply over time, depending on how many people vaporize and how many people cash out. So
exactly.
And how many people scrape and dump during the lotteries, because I mean, it's insane. We're in the bottom of the bear market. We've only been doing this for about 50 days. The first journey is a little bit longer than the others because of the claim phase and the airdrops. But basically, in about 50 something days, we have given away over $600,000 worth of dark.
No one else has done that yet on the chain without inflation.
Yeah, without inflating those $600,000 or $2 million of tokens that they're giving out. This is without inflation.
Yeah, without those tokens consisting of inflation. Like those tokens aren't inflation that's being given out. Like these are actually literally like just giveaways, right? Like these are and you can see how everything works, but it's basically all it's all part of the lottery. It's a percentage of something that everybody put in to get into the journey, and then it's basically distributed back to everyone in the lottery. And so that's wild. You could take the lottery out and there's still damn good things to get into just off field alone. You know, and I don't think people get that yet. Like they think 3% of the treasury, so it's not even 3% of everything. Like, and it's like, dude, if you do the math on that, like, wait till we have a good chart on that. That'll be incredible. Because that should be something that should be publishable of just evil address loan assumptions. What will yield look like? You know, that can be published, and then the rest is all cherries on top.
Yeah, it's when people get that aha moment or that light bulb moment with this, the way that these tokenomics interact with each other, how they're kind of like folded in on each other, then they're gonna, I think, start losing their minds of what we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a really interesting experiment. You know, we're here to break crypto. We're here to break the idea of scarcity, break the idea of market cap, and
show what a token crisis really
what DeFi is. You know, what's that?
And show what a token crisis really is.
Yeah, show what a token crisis really is, and make crypto fun again. You know, these art contests, the book that we're working on, it adds a layer of interest and human emotion to this project that you're just not going to find in the others.
Correct.
You know, there's memes, which people can get behind a meme, which is cool. Right. But a hero's journey, I think, is going to relate to a lot of people more than a character that represents, you know, a personality or a cause or something like that.
Agreed, brother.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. We're just literally watching the clock tick away. We're literally just watching the price chart and waiting to see if some news comes out about the SEC. A lot of people are calling for Friday the 10th to be the day that we hear something from the SEC. But who knows? It's government. They could just drag this stuff on for who knows how long. Mm-hmm. They dragged on I think they dragged on the Ripple, like the XRP case, for like 2 or 3 years, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was crazy long how long they dragged that out.
Oh, yeah.
So
it was dragged out incredibly long.
Yeah. So we're hoping to get some more explainer videos to you guys so you guys can wrap your head around it and have something to share with people, because we have a hard time explaining this project to people, and it's our project.
Well, that's the reason. We know too much about it. So it's like we want to share everything. Like we want to share where the dart goes when someone mints a fuel cell. But that's such superfluous information. That's more stuff that, like, those that want to dig in and understand, they get to dig in and understand. But you know, it's just like, hey, okay, I just need a dart to mint a fuel cell. Okay, cool. It's just like, what do I do with my, and then that's all extra stuff that people can look into, as well as the audits, as well as all that stuff. But it's like, what are the pieces to what you can do?
So you need dart to mint a fuel cell,
mm-hmm.
and you only have 11 days to mint each series of fuel cell.
Yep. And so in other words, to get into the lottery, you got 11 days to do it.
Yeah, so you need dark, and on Saturday morning is the start of the next 11 days.
Yeah,
that's like really what people need to know about the project to get started.
Yeah,
and then they can dive into, you know, the collective and the lottery and and the treasury and the evil address and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like just choose your own adventure. Like, what can I do with my dark? Oh, you can mint a fuel cell, you can provide liquidity, you can sell it. You know, like, okay, if you were to mint a fuel cell, again, this is where the explainer will help. It'll like just show the different things you can do and what you got to do, you know, and that'll be one, like choose your own adventure. And then something else will be, we'll do ones on all of them, on one where the dart goes, you know, like we'll do one on all the different elements.
We got Patrick in the house. See this, Patrick?
Yeah.
Going in the mail to you today, right here. This
There you
package
go.
is going to you. It'll probably get there, I'm guessing around, see, it's Tuesday, so it'll probably get there around like Thursday or Friday.
Max is a man of his word.
Yeah, I remember people freaking out because I sent T-shirts to like Europe and Eastern Europe, and they're like, no one's ever mailed me stuff from the U.S. from all these crypto projects, and I'm like, well, I told you I'd get it for you.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm a man of my word. In fact, we've got Max's patches right here ready to go on his
Dude, there you go, man.
Panama. So little Max Halarski, Randy's kid, is going to be running around with his spacesuit on with all of our patches and stuff. So yeah, people are going to have a lot of fun. In fact, someone brought up a really good idea. Was saying at the meetups, we should have a whole bunch of those disposable orange jumpsuits.
Yeah,
like almost like prison orange jumpsuits where they're like
paper,
nylon or paper. And then we should give those out to people, and they have to write informant on the back if you're just an informant, and have them all show up as informants. And then the people that have ranked up got, the actual suits with their name embroidered and everything on them.
Dude, and we could have contests there, like fun little contests, like a putting green, like, you know what I mean, where we offer points where someone can earn their way out of a informant.
Yeah, suit. They can get out of being an informant.
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot.
We can make some fun stuff with that. Hey, speaking of, you gotta get me one of those. I've been wearing my dark stuff every day, just rotating it. But I need one of those.
You need more T-shirts, huh?
I saw you wearing a hoodie the other day.
I have one hoodie, but the person who bought it from, it's not very long, so it doesn't like hang as low as you want it to.
Oh, it's like a belly shirt.
Yeah, it's kind of right there at your waist, and you want it to go a little bit past your waist. So I do have the hoodie, and I like the hoodie. But that's another thing.
We got to find the right hoodie. We got to find the right hoodies.
Yeah. We need to reach out to Susanna Arts.
Yeah, she makes
and get some limited made jackets and stuff like that for the agents and for the navigators, because that's all we got right now.
I love her to death, man. She's so awesome. She's so creative.
Yeah, we don't even have like navigator first. Let's see, where is it? We have second navigators. We don't have any first navigators or chief navigators yet.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 ranks that nobody's hit yet.
Hey, wait, real quick. Just real quick. In 14 minutes, we've got a meeting with an explainer dude, FYI.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's wrap this up, and then we'll just send them the link to this, and they can just meet in StreamYard.
Okay, cool.
How does that work?
Awesome. Perfect.
So those of you who don't know about it, come into our Telegram. We have we're giving away points in dark for reviewing the book. We also have the Journey 3 art contest has already started. So if you want to take place in the Journey 3 art contest, we're going to start that on Twitter. We're not going to start that in Telegram. Telegram was amazing. We have 500 insane, cool pictures and artworks, but no one saw them.
Right.
Because I mean, the people in Telegram, our little echo chamber saw them, but we didn't get them onto Twitter. And so, whatever piece of art you want to submit for the J3 fuel cells, where you can win 1,000,000 points and 10 dark, that one right there, you're going to want to post it. In fact, I wrote it in our Telegram. So the rules are in our Telegram under the general, the main channel, where it says exactly what you need to tweet, who you need to tag, and what it needs to say. So, or maybe I put that, actually, I think I put that in the submissions for our group. But yeah, either way, let me show you guys really quick, just because I don't want to send you guys to the wrong place, but basically, if you go to our Telegram right here, let's go back to so many groups in Telegram.
I know, dude. I need to start using those folders for my Telegram.
Yeah, so Corey, an investor, he tweeted out about the book right here.
Yeah, Corey.
He earned his 4,000 tokens right there for
Man.
tweeting out the book. But if you go to submissions for artwork, this one right here. So you tweet your submission, J3 Fuel Cell Contest for agproject.io. Help me win 1 million collective points and 10 dark matter tokens. And then you got to tag me, the evil address, and agproject.io.
Yeah.
And the top 10 finalists get 10,000 collective points and 1 dark just if you make the top 10.
Dude, that's legit. That's legit.
So, I mean, shoot, you look at these right here.
Especially if people realize what dark can be one day.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
And, we've had other people like playing around with AI. Like this is basically an AI podcast about anti-gravity. Let me play just a little bit of it for you guys.
A mischievous, what was it? Evil address, a thriving community, art contest with massive reward. I mean, what's not to love? But before we go any further, I got to know more about this pulse chain thing.
Yeah.
Where does all this take place? What is that?
Right, that's important. It all happens on Pulsion. It's a newer blockchain platform.
So
It's
crazy.
been gaining some serious traction lately in the crypto world, and it's got its own, set of features and advantages. It's really interesting to see how AG Project is using those features to build this unique ecosystem.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they're bringing up Pulse Chain. They have nuance. They have questions. They pretend like they forget words.
Right. That's what, like when he was saying like, what was it? He's like, what was it? The evil address? It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like how he says little things like that. Like what is it? It's just wild, dude. The little subtleties that, and then you can hear them breathe sometimes, and sometimes you can go like right before they speak, they're like, well, it's just wild, dude. It's so crazy.
Yeah, we got Patrick trolling in the comments. Remember, if you want to win, sell your dark and vaporize your fuel cells. No,
yeah, right.
Don't listen to Patrick. Don't listen to Patrick. Don't listen to the evil address. They're going to give you really bad advice.
Dude, think about it. If you vaporize your fuel cell with lottery winnings attached to it, those are gone forever. Like those lottery winnings, you got to make sure I think we prompt to scrape first, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It doesn't show
It
up on the
auto-scrapes
vaporize page until you scrape.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we had someone asking last night. They're like, "Hey, I've got 4 fuel cells, but only 3 are showing up on the vaporize screen." And I said, "Oh, the 4th one won't show up on the vaporize screen until you scrape it. So you got to go back to the lottery and scrape it first," which is it's a nice fail safe. But people have destroyed and burned both dark tokens they've sent to the contract address. So we have like 2 burnt dark tokens forever. And I think we've got about 8 people that vaporize their fuel cells already.
Dude, it's so sad.
Yeah, so
So
join us
heartbreaking.
before you do anything. Come into Telegram or DM us and be like, "Hey, am I doing this right?" Before you click those buttons, because
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
reversible.
Not at all, dude. Not at all.
All right. Well, hey, we will be here every day, even when we're sick. Even if I had to pull up the phone and mumble into it for 2 seconds, I'm going to be here talking to you guys and watching this crazy game unfold. And it's just going to get better and funner as more people join this amazing community. I would put this community up against any other community in crypto.
Agreed.
So
Yeah,
we
awesome.
love you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow, and those clocks will be, 10 to 20 hours shorter until Friday night, Saturday morning. It's going to be really interesting.
It shall be.
And who knows what the heck's going to happen in Pulse Chain in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, month.
I know.
So, all right. Ciao, guys.